Hello, Collective. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification button so that you are getting my videos and my lives. I hope that you are doing well and blessed this evening. Make sure you go check out my Facebook, my Instagram, and my TikTok. Like, share, subscribe. If you would like to plant a seed or a donation on any of my channels, you could do that on my Cash App or my PayPal. My email address is cardinastephanie213@gmail.com. It's also on my page if you need a reading, if you need a healing, if you need any type of help with balance between the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, the dark and the light. For those of you that don't know me, welcome. My name is Stephanie Cardenas. I am a starseed, light worker, an angelic being chosen by God to come to planet Earth, Mother Gaia, to help to create heaven on earth and to bring justice to this planet and many other things, but those are a few. Thank all of you for supporting me, watching me, allowing me to be a light in your lives, and entrusting me with your lives. Also, I am a spiritual warrior. I am here chosen, one of the front line, leading the pack in the spiritual warfare, taking out many dark beings, while I'm awake and while I'm sleeping, okay? Working together with many different angelic beings, light beings, ascending masters, and elders, all right? Many of God's armies, all right? Those that are balanced, like myself, and many of you that are of the 144,000. Make sure you're doing your breathing techniques. Make sure you always have a pen and a paper. Okay, so right away, let's just get into it. All right. The information that I'm going to give you is like downloads, okay? Downloads that I get from the universe, things that I put together because they're signs and synchronicity, messages that it's like a machine that picks up when you go to the hospital and the machine picks something up, right, in your body, and it's ding 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 ding. Right away it lets you know, lets the people taking the pictures know something's up. Okay? So that's what happens with someone like me. That's an angelic being, a chosen being. Okay? I put everything together, messages come to me. Right away, I want to get out of the way that the angels were speaking to me very highly today. My ears were ringing. Secondly, like I have told you since October 31st, I have been hearing nothing but fire trucks, ambulance, police cars, and I heard it again today all day. So there's a lot of things going on, humanity, okay? A lot of people are being taken off this planet. There's a spiritual warfare going on between the dark and the light. So make sure that you guys are being protective, doing what you have to do, staying in the house. Don't be out late at night, watching your surroundings, okay? Because there is a lot of things going on worldwide, okay? And I want you guys to know that so that you are protecting yourself and doing what you need to do. Doing what you need to do for yourselves. Okay? Another thing I want to share right away before I get started with these downloads and messages. I've been noticing for the last year and a half when I've been ordering, like I've said this many other times in videos about ordering food from Grubhub and Uber. Today I ordered McDonald's and I got very sick. And this is not the first time, okay? My first instinct told me that they meddled with my food. Now, whether they meddled with my drinks or my food or whatever, I know they did, okay? My son ate his, and I asked him if he had felt anything, and he didn't. But I know I did. And I know when I get a message right away that I know people, whether the Uber driver or the people from McDonald's, somebody is meddling with my food, okay? And then how I really knew, because I told God, I was like, God, if I'm wrong, then show me I'm wrong. But if I'm right, give me confirmation. So tell me why 3 different times. Okay, I was going through some paperwork. I see the name McDonald's. I was on the computer looking up something else. McDonald's pops up again. I'm on YouTube looking up videos like I do every day. McDonald's, something about McDonald's pops up again for the 3rd time. I got 3 confirmations today that people are either being paid more than 98%. These people are being paid by somebody to do these things to my food or to any of our food that are chosen. Okay, so I got very sick today, and I'm talking about very sick. All right, uh, and I had to lay down. I had to stop doing everything. I woke up fine. I was in a good mood. I was looking through magazines for Christmas. I was fine, so I ate that food. So definitely, I got confirmation about something about the food. Okay, for sure. I feel like my food or my drinks were tampered with, and if it wasn't that, then it could be the enemy and the devil and his heathens, these karmics, they're doing black magic, voodoo, witchcraft. That could have occurred. Okay, I just heard a loud ringing in my ear. So that for sure, that's going on day to day, all day long, because this is a spiritual battle. These demonic heathens, they don't stop. So, but I strongly feel something was happening with McDonald's. Okay, and I felt that many times. Okay, especially with my food. Um, I felt it a year ago, and I feel it even stronger now. Okay, uh, or the third thing could be if I am changing and ascending and growing, which it could be that as well. I'm ascending, I'm elevating higher up into the 5th, 6th, 7th dimensions. That food may no longer I may not be able to consume, food like this any longer. Okay? Because the higher you go up, everything changes. Your appetite changes, the way you eat, whatever. Okay? So that could be going on as well. But no matter what, I got 3 messages, downloads, specifically from God and the angels about McDonald's. It was not a coincidence, you guys, that I seen McDonald's 3 times today. That's just, it's not. Okay, that's confirmation. That's the universe saying, yes, somebody probably paid these people to make sure that they did some tamper with your food and your drinks. You're not going to get sick like that. Even if I was to get sick like that from eating it, it wouldn't have been that bad. I felt this was you're sick and weak on top of it. Like you could feel somebody doing something. And I also heard, though, from other videos that these people, these occults, these people, these big people and these occults, that are trying to go against me in the spiritual battle and the rest of the 144,000, that they're realizing whatever they're doing is not working, so they're paying more people, more practitioners of the dark to keep doing this. Now let me say this, because I am the chosen one and one of the ones at the top. Whoever is involved with messing with any chosen being or the 144,000, you will reap karma. I don't care if you're the one that goes to pay, the one that they pay, the one that pays, the one that goes to pay, the ones that are paying these practitioners, everybody involved from the top to the bottom, from the smallest to the biggest person, messing around with one of the 144,000 is going to cost you everything. And not only you, it's going to hit your families. Okay? Because when you're aiming at us, you're aiming at our families, because we live with our families. Like you already did when you put the hit out on me and hit my child. Okay? I'm letting you know, so you know. So I don't want to hear nobody saying humanity, they didn't know, they want to play stupid or whatever. I let it be known right here so the whole world can know. Okay? And those that have ears, let them hear. And those that have eyes, let them see the video when they need to see it. Now let's keep going. Thank you, Archangel Michael and the angels too, for coming in and helping me, because he is at my side, okay? Along with the rest of them. I appreciate it because he was able to come in. All right. All right, let's get started. Something is going on with somebody's mortgage or deed. They took it from somebody. but you will get it back. So somebody try to take something like a property, a mortgage. They try to switch the names and a deed and everything, make it look like it was theirs, but the whole time it was yours. It was left to you. Okay? So this is something that I got right away. So somebody was playing with somebody's mortgage and deed. They switched the names on the deed, the mortgage, the property, whatever you want to call it. All right, and this is gonna come out, and somebody's gonna find out that you have property, you have mortgage. Somebody played with the deed for somebody that passed away. Some names that I'm getting here is Deborah Main. Okay, this name particularly came out to me because this is my baby daddy's brother's name. Okay, so something Main came out. Okay, this could be a first name, a nickname, or a last name. But for my kid's father's brother, his name, okay, they call him that, or my kid's father, one or the other. Okay, the name David is here. The last name Waddle. The first name Noel. First name Ellen. First name Gilly. First name Jody. First name Dana. Last name Smith. Something will be exposed about Plano, Texas. Could be good or bad, okay? But definitely something about Plano, Texas. I just heard something will come out about someone's ancestors, okay? Global businesses. There's something that's going to be exposed about global businesses worldwide. There's going to be a lot of evacuations, okay? Because a lot of disasters and storms and things like this will be coming, okay? Because there's a spiritual battle going on. A lot is going on, okay? You have to prepare yourselves. The word aloha came out again, and this was giving me confirmation, like showing me that some of us could be going away on vacation. Some of you, you're from Hawaii. Something about Hawaii, okay? But what it really came down and showed me was I was staying at a Aloha Motel when my enemy and karmics really started messing with me 3 to 4 years now, and I landed in this motel, and this is where a lot of people were coming into my room, stealing my ideas, stealing my information. Just a lot of things were occurring, okay, with the enemies in Chicago. So Aloha Motel definitely came. There's a lot. Okay. And how I know that a lot of people in my family and different people were involved, because a year later, or like a year and a half, like a year later, I went to work on Taylor Street in Chicago, and I was working for a pizza place, and all the people in there, it was weird because they were making remarks. They were like, yeah, you have to go to the Aloha Motel. And I'm like, what? And I just looked at the guy, because he was a manager there, and I'm looking at him like, and I didn't say nothing. I played stupid though, but I'm like, okay, how the fuck? I'm like, how the fuck would he know that? This is how I knew that my enemy and my karmics were all around me. And this is how I knew my family, friends, different people were involved. A lot of people could have been involved, obviously, if I'm working at a pizza place on Taylor Street and they knew about it. Right? So that's what that was telling me right away. Some of us cannot. The universe was talking about a lot of us humans not being able to take constructive criticism. And what I was getting strongly with this is like the profession I'm in, mediums, readers, psychics. When information is coming out, a lot of these karmics or people, humans, or any type of beings, right away they get offended. Or if you're in an organization, a coven, if you're a leader, a gang, whatever, family, friends, many of you do not know how to receive constructive criticism about what you need to work on or what you're doing badly. Okay? But the universe is saying that they're watching a lot of you. They know that a lot of you are gang stalking, harassing people on the internet, harassing people worldwide, because they are trying to help you with your issues about what you're not doing right on this planet, and you are not able to accept constructive criticism. This is why you attack. Okay, more names. More names that I have here is Holly. Holly, first name Noel, first name Flora, first name Eileen, first name Caroline, first name or last name King, first name Tom, first name Scott. Scott could be last name too. Last name Reed. Okay. There was an individual that I knew, King, that was staying at my cousin Bianca's house. Okay, so I know a King, and then this could be referring to a real king. This could be referring to the gang's king. Okay, as well. But for sure, somebody's name is, they're either known as King or their last name is King. All right. Um, they're trying to make my mind go blank. They're trying to tell me to make sure I tell you about the pizza place that I was working at. And my mind's blank. Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Jeremiah, Metatron, please help me to remember. Okay? Help me to remember. Oh, Papa John's. There you go. I was working at Papa John's on Taylor Street. Okay? So I knew there was a lot of enemy and karmics, because how would they know at Papa John's that I was staying at the Aloha Motel prior to this year that I was there? Because a lot of them were involved. They were following me. They were around me constantly. Okay? All right, let's keep going. There's companies going to be found out about money. There's a lot of companies that are going to be found out about money laundering. All right? Or they're going to find out, like some companies, they're going to start seeing that somebody's been stealing from them by the millions. Okay? There's going, like I already said, there's going to be a lot of disaster storms that are going to be coming, destroying homes, destroying our land worldwide. So you got to prepare for this. Take force getting involved. So task force. Oh, the task force came down. This is confirmation that the task force is going to be getting involved pertaining to the chosen ones, the 144,000. All right, pertaining to cleaning up this planet and dealing with those of the dark. There's going to be exposure about the American legislature. Something will be exposed about American legislature. Some of you are about to be introduced to a business proposal. So some of you, it could be several business proposals. Make sure that you are listening to your intuition. Make sure you are connecting with the divine, your angels and ancestors, okay? And get you a good lawyer. Someone that is balanced in the dark and the light. Okay? Not someone that's unbalanced or dark, because that's not going to work. Your feedback will keep us from putting our foot in our mouth. So what I was getting, it says your feedback will keep us from putting our foot in our mouth. So this was a message to me, like God and the universe, the light beings, the ascending masters, all those up above, the confederation was like, you have to keep working, don't stop. Your feedback, how you're teaching, the messages, the downloads that you're giving, it's helping people more than you know. Okay? There's going to be some exposure again, Fort Worth, Texas, South Lake, Texas. Something's going on in these places in Texas. Some names again: Ruben, Sarah, Liz, Sean, Joy, Jennifer, Shonda, Kim, Debbie, last name Captain, Woodward, Gonzamba, McDonald. You see what I'm saying? Even right here, this is the fourth time, McDonald. I'm telling you guys, that's confirmation that they did something over here where I live at. I'm telling you. Dixon, Okay? The last name Dixon, last name Airman, Areman, last name Barkley, last name Phillips, okay? Something pertaining to all these names I'm giving you. Something about Dixon, Illinois, okay? Right away when I saw that Dixon, they gave me a download of a cousin of mine. Dixon, they gave me a download of a cousin of mine's cousin. So it would be my dad, on my dad's side, it would be my cousin's cousin, but from their dad's side. So anyways, I thought about Dixon because this individual, I was hanging out with him for a while, and he exposed himself to me as being the fallen angel. Tried to even ride real fast in the car until I looked at him like he was crazy and he better had stopped the car. And also was taking advantage of me, taking money from me, owes me money. So right away, that's what I thought about Dixon, Illinois, because I remember he said, oh, my brother, my family, something about Dixon, Illinois. And I'm like, and he was a liar. This man, this individual that is my cousin's cousin was claiming to be the fallen angel. Okay. So let's keep going. There's going to be a lot of achievements that will be recognized for the 144,000 starseeds, light workers, angelic beings, and chosen beings. Be prepared for that in the near future. This will be worldwide on the news, especially if you are chosen. Okay? Selected guests. So I was getting another download, like selected guests. Okay? I'm reading some information, and what I was getting was a download about the Caucasian people that are trying to take over this planet. A lot of them are Caucasian. I hate to say that, but it's what's coming out. And then I was getting the downloads because it was like I looked at all these pictures, faces, names. It was all white Caucasian people. There was not one brown, one Chinese, one African. They were all Caucasian. So I'm getting these downloads, like a lot of these big people that are dark in big places are Caucasian. A lot of them, they come from the University of Arizona, the University of Wisconsin, the University of Chicago, Illinois, Cornell University, Northwestern University, Pennsylvania, Harvard, Michigan University, Iowa, the Association Justice, United States Supreme Court, Boston College, Newark. Okay, so a lot of these places and these Caucasians all have something to do with all these colleges. So a lot's going to be exposed about all of this, what I just said. There will be proof that will come out. You will start seeing a lot of people being exposed for different things in high places, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. A lot of illegal things or discrimination or things that were unjust were happening with these people that were Caucasian in high places dealing with all these well-known colleges. Okay? Something about the date, October 4th, 1999. You need to research it, study. There's something we need to know about this date. Doctors worldwide, there will be a lot of doctors that will be exposed worldwide. Names: John, George, Roger. Last name could be George or Plummer. Something about Navy Pier. There's something that's either gonna happen at Navy Pier. And then it said Navy Pier, and then Chicago. Then I got the University of Chicago. And then when I got this download, it said a battle. So there could be some type of battle within the spiritual warfare going on in Chicago, like downtown, and then by the UCI, the University of Chicago, around that area. So all of you need to be careful. There could be a battle or a big thing that could break out later, and it could be about families. Okay, a lot of different people's families, because it can have to do with the spiritual battle that's going on. So just be prepared, Chicago, for something, Illinois. Okay, 144,000. We need to review. You need to review all right, about humanity. Each and every one of you that are of the 144,000 starseed light worker angelic being chosen ones, because you need to figure out, we need to figure out the mission. We need to figure out each one individually what you need to be teaching, what you need to be researching, how each one of you could be a public service to this world. What is your vision going to be? And your leadership skills. Okay, this is what you need to know. Names: James, Michael, David, Naomi, Lynn. Last name: Stucco, Aiken, Aiken, Broski, Broski, and Lynn could be a last name. Now let me tell you about this Broski. When I saw this as a name right away, this was letting me know that there are some karmic, some enemies, or some of these guys that could be in occults or covens coming against me or others that are chosen. Somebody uses this term, Broski. This is a term that they use often, Broski. Like, what's up, broski? What's the deal, broski? That could be even like a little, some type of code for them. Broski. Okay? Okay, 144,000. Again, you need to know what your vision is and what everything's going to require, like for resources. So each and every one of you, you have to figure out how you're going to, do what you have to do to get the resources to get your jobs done. Because we're trying to work on the whole planet. There's 144,000 of us, of God's armies. You have to, do your work and figure out how to put your team together. You need to pay attention to the year 1954, 1996, 1989, 1994. Again, no, that was the first time. 1998. These years you need to look up. You could play any of these numbers as lottery numbers as well, but I want you to definitely look up what happened in these years. It's more important because there's something that we need to know about these years. 1954, about history, they just said. 1996, 1989, 1994, 1998. You could also look up these angel numbers, okay? 1,954, 1,996. You know how to do it. 1,989, 1,994, and 1,998. But first of all, most importantly, I want you to find out the research in these years and what occurred. There's things we need to know, humanity, about these years. Many will be cut. Many people are going to be cut. They're going to be let go, okay? It could be from organizations, companies, jobs. It could be from the 144,000 because they went to the dark side. It's just many people are going to be cut in many different things worldwide. That means they're going to be cut, let go, finished. Goal. We need to figure out, again, humanity, the 144,000. What is our main goal? How we are going to secure humanity? The quality that we bring into the world, what is our potential, our goals and everything combined together, and the potential. All right, look up something about the September 30th, 1996. There's something we need to know about this as far as history as well for humanity. Time to finish the job. That is one of the downloads that I got, that the divine and the universe was saying. They're like, to me, specifically to me, all right, because I'm being attacked by many people worldwide. They're like, it's time. I heard them in my voice clearly. It's time to finish the job. It's time to clean up the planet. It's time to remove all of those that are dark so we can start creating and chopping and creating heaven on earth, okay? October 24th, 1996, Chicago, Illinois. There is something about that year, that day in Chicago that we need to know about. So I want you to look that up. There's something vital there that we all need to know, humanity. We must touch the heart of humanity. This is another download I got, okay, for the 144,000 angelic beings. We have to touch the heart of humanity. This is what we are meant to do. So we have to also love, loving, working in an unconditional way like the divine God did with many of us, okay? We need to recruit the world's best. This is what God was saying to me. You need to recruit the world's best. So whoever I'm going to look for that's going to be on my team, in my army, and that's going to follow me worldwide, they have to be the best. Superb. Okay? Attract nations. They were also talking about, again, not only recruiting the best, we have to be able to attract all the nations. Angelic beings, 144,000, okay? It says brightest. Always be at your best, all right? Always have love in your heart when you are greeting people, explaining to people who we are, what we're trying to do for this planet, okay? We need to provide equipment. So a lot of equipment is going to be needed for all of us that are the 144,000, okay? Another big thing is that we're meant to lead public service to all nations. Okay, we're meant to be a public service to all nations on Mother Gaia. Okay, angelic beings, 144,000. Something that is going to be exposed about Northwestern College, Yale College, Harvard College. I already told you about the Caucasian thing earlier, what I saw. Many people in high places, okay? So be ready, because you're going to hear a lot of things coming out about these colleges and many people in high places that are dark. So be prepared for it. We are on the right track. That's what a big sign I got. We are on the right track. All right, angelic beings, I'm talking to my 144,000. We are on the right track. That's what the divine wants us to know. You need to pay attention to visibility. Pay attention, 144,000 angelic being chosen beings. Pay attention to what you are seeing with the visible eye, what you could prove. Okay? Anything you are seeing with your visible eyes or your third eye is what you need to be working with as far as proof of anything. All right? We need to honor all donors. Anybody that helps us, angelic beings, the 144,000. Anybody that donates, helps us, we have to honor them. Okay? Give them the most up respect for helping us on this journey. It could be loved ones, business associates, whoever is supporting you, guiding you, giving you finances, giving you clothes, food, whatever. Okay? Our journey is going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. We can't do it alone. That's why we need the support of many on this planet. And hopefully many will come together, because it is for this planet. It's for them. We're not from here. We're going back to where we came from, okay? I just heard the police and ambulance, fire truck, signs, synchronicity. Earlier when I was doing my downloads and my notes, again, I heard the firemen, ambulance, fire trucks, police cars. A lot of people are being taken care of every day. I said this since October 31st, and I'm saying it every day. I've been hearing it nonstop, and I'm not in a big city, okay? I'm in a small town. So that tells me everything is hitting the fan. Many people of the dark are being removed from this planet. That's what I'm feeling, okay? Protect your loved ones, humanity. All of you have the right to protect your loved ones, okay? That is one of the main things they want you to know up above. You have to protect yourselves and your families. That is your right. Many karmics and enemies are in competition with the chosen ones, okay? It said competition, okay? Many karmics and enemies are in competition with the chosen ones, okay? Many people are in competition with me, but I am not in competition with them. You understand? We are angelic beings. We don't even really know these people exist. The only reason we even know they exist, or they're even here breathing, is because of our readings, because we're mediums, readers, psychics. Other than that, I mean, they're basically in competition with themselves, because nobody's competing here. We don't compete. If you are one of the 144,000, we do not compete, because we know what we bring to the table. We know who we are. We know that we are balanced, and we are God's army sent by the divine. Okay? There's going to be a lot of new instructions that are going to come out in this plan on this planet, especially regarding any type of research programs. So be prepared for that. Again, there is going to be a lot of new instructions on this planet revolving around research programs. So be prepared for that. Some of these research programs are going to be shut down too because they were doing a lot of bad things. That's also going to be exposed. 144,000. Your key things that you need to be working on with humanity is health, education, social services, neighborhood restorations, transportation, design model for all cities, states, and countries. Okay, so that's what we got to be working on. That's what we're going to redesign. That's what we're gonna make new models for, new ways for. Okay. I saw the number 10. There's going to be a lot of new. There's going to be a lot of endings, so new beginnings could begin for humanity. Okay. Exposures of laboratories are going to be coming out. State of the art medical laboratories, experiment laboratories, specialized libraries, athletic facilities, art complexes. People are going to get caught up. There's going to be a lot of art that's going to come up that was stolen. And it's going to come about. They're going to find it all. It's going to come out in the open. And these are the real original art pieces. That's why they were stolen and hidden. Okay? Many of you, you could be running for president. You could be running for something in the future. All right? You could be running a campaign for anything. And when you're running, you need to make sure that your goal is teaching, research, public service. Okay? Always do your research, but you want to teach humanity and you want to help with public service, no matter what you're running for as a leader. Those should be your main priorities. All right? The name Richard is here. Wilson, Ed, Elwald, Charles, last name Doring, last name Wilson, or Edwald, okay? Something about the date, November 16, 1995, you need to do research. There's something we need to know, humanity, about that. And something that happened in Lake Forest. So again, the date, November 16, 1994, there's something that we need to know, humanity, that happened in Lake Forest, Illinois. I got a message that, like I said, we need to keep sharing our downloads and doing our work. 144,000 starseeds, light workers, angelic beings, chosen ones. No matter how hard the battle gets, just like I said, they tried to take me out today. Okay, I was mad, upset, crying for a little bit, but once I call you call your power back. You call your team in. You call your soul team in. Okay, I had to call my angels in, the angels that are higher than me in. Okay, and they took care of it. Exposure. There's going to be exposure pertaining to a former president. So there will be exposure coming out pertaining to a former president. There could be some exposure coming out about a Brunswick corporation. Again, the name Richards was here. And then I got a last name Powers. Someone will become an award-winning novelist. So some people worldwide, you could be a chosen one or one of the 144,000. You are literally going to be a novelist. You're going to be there. You're going to get awards for your books, for your novels, because of your true life stories. They just said that we have gone through. Okay. I got the name here: MacArthur, Terry, Patricia, David, Diane, Gary, Carlotta. Okay? Something's going to be exposed about entomology. Hold on. Entomology, Entomology. I'm sorry, some words I can't say. But there will be exposures about this, okay? More names: May, Carl, John, Samuel, Bourbon, last name. Hess, last name. Katzenzellerberger, something like that. Stapp, last name. Staphh. Something will be exposed about the company Caterpillar. The company Caterpillar. Something's going to happen with this company. There will be exposure. I'm not really sure what it'll be, but they might close down. There could be some exposure about something they're involved. Anything, but something about the company Caterpillar. Some of you, again, I got to download. You're going to be like a journalist, a journalism. All your journals, it's going to be a hit. Something's going to come out in the Chicago sometimes. And it's going to be about a sports writer or a copy editor for a TV show or somebody, something to do with TV. About a sports writer and a copy editor. And it's going to come out in the Chicago Sun-Times. Social work. A lot of you that are of the 144,000, you're meant to be in social work, dentistry, nursing, all right? Something about the U of I coaches is going to be exposed, and something's going to be exposed about the Sports Hall of Fame, okay? I'm sorry, that's me ripping up my notes. I got a mess everywhere. The name Nancy. A lot of you, like I said already, I got to keep getting this download. It's over. I wrote it here. Leadership and position. Find out what you're meant to be doing. What is your position? Some of you, something will come out about vice presidents. It could be in any country. Something will come out about certain vice presidents. Something, again, about the universities. I told you, something's going to be exposed about the University of Michigan. First name Horace Rackham, something about that. So a lot of you that are the 144,000 that are chosen, you're very gifted. Some of us, we are meant to be like psychologists. This is what we could be specializing in or go back to school for, because we work well with the fields of personality, social psychology, personality disorders, okay, or people, and whatever they're going through. You're going to be able to write a lot of books about your life. Like I said, many of you, you're going to write books about what you have gone through. The 144,000 chosen ones as well. Something will be exposed about the Institute of Medicines worldwide. A lot of you that are of the 144,000, we work well with medicine. We need to know a lot about medicine and higher education. So that means we need to have a little bit more education, a lot of us. Something's going to come out about the National Science Foundation worldwide. Biomedical and behavioral science research facilities are going to be exposed. First name, Stephen. Okay. Because we're meant to work with environmental and sociologists, okay? We work good with children, all right? Something could come out about an environmental named Stephen that's a sociologist. He could have children, Maddie, Archie, Maddie. Somebody could have some children named that. Something could come out about them or anything pertaining to them. I got a download while I was doing all these downloads about my family taking my dad's money because he was in the army and me not knowing about it. So somebody's guilty of playing with my father's money from the army, okay? I got the last name Garcias, okay? My husband's last name is Mendez Garcia. I don't know if they're pertaining to him. And there's other Garcias, that I'm sure I knew because the name sounds so familiar from Humboldt Park. So definitely Garcias, something about Garcias. A lot of people are making calls or reports that could have been false. Or a lot of people are making calls and reports to share information on those of the dark. Any karmics, anybody working for the dark. They're reporting in. They're starting to make, give people up. Okay? You need to pay attention to the date, September 18, 2001. There's something there that you need to know about. Yeah, a lot of participants are coming forward and making reports on what they know about any situations worldwide pertaining to those of the dark. Involved in any, and this could, and I put the notes here. It can involve any situation. Okay, 144,000, or whoever's listening, whoever's here listening. All right. Some of the names that I got here is Roxanne, Jeff, Phil, Elizabeth, Janet, Eric, Stanley. Here's that Maine again for, Wilson. Some of the same names. So those last names are important. The first name, Eric. Okay, Jacobson could be a last name. Science, okay? Something about some science projects are going to be exposed or going to come, or something new is going to come about. The first name, Roxanne, is here. Something about a Keck Foundation. Something about the first name, Fred Sachs. Single, something's going to come out about single molecular kinetic studies. So something will be exposed about this. A single molecular kinetic studies. A first name is Phil. First name Jeff, last name Johnston. It's something about backgrounds about these people are going to be exposed, or about this background of these studies. Epidemiology is going to, something about that's going to be exposed. Epidemiology, okay? Clarification is going to come out regarding this study about projects that were being done about this. This is what they want you to focus on. There's something that's not right about this. It's going to come out pertaining to bacteria, viruses, and fungi. They just said that were put out purposely to humanity. So be watching out for that. Janet, the first name Janet. Somebody could have the last name Glasser, Glaser. So a lot of different things that are projects or have to do with science or different studies about humanity or scientists or doctors or whatever. A lot of people are going to be exposed worldwide, especially if it's bad, okay? If they were doing things that they were not supposed to be doing and hurting this world or this planet in any way. Okay, the last name Esterbrook came out. Now, this last name came out in the first download that the divine and the angels gave me. My son's friend, his last name is Caleb Esterbrook. Their last name is Esterbrook, I believe. Okay? And I believe what I ran into, something about, it could be something about his grandmother long ago, something about their family has to do with something that has to do with me and my family. So that could be a piece of evidence for something. But there's something there that I needed to see, because they let me see that. And that's the first thing that came to my mind. Esterbrook, the last name. And I know my son, his name is Caleb. This kid, they grew up together. Something about this person, this doctor, also this Dr. Esterbrook, something about science, and in between the year 1986 and 2001 or 1986 is going to be exposed. It could be good or bad. All right. Okay. Yeah, so that Esterbrook, right away, my cheeks are getting red and hot, so I know I'm on point. These people could hear me because my cheeks are red and hot. Yes, honey, Esterbrook. So something about that individual, their family and my family. There's no coincidence. All right? Or I wouldn't have saw that. God would not have made me saw that for no reason. My kid's father is involved. So I got a download. I was listening to someone else about organ cells and all that. Either my kid's father could be involved with something like that, or somebody that I know's family or fathers are involved with organ cells. That's what I got right away. The name Ellen is here. Last name Lagman Spencer. Something about Chicago, a president. Something's going to be exposed about that. First name Nancy Canton. Something about a Nancy Martha. Many people will need to start making arrangements, because many people are about to leave this planet and pass over. Okay? So a lot of you need to start preparing and making arrangements, because many people are about to be removed from the planet and passing over. Okay, that's why this download came right here. That's why I was hearing a lot of fire trucks, ambulance, and all these type of things. Arnie Duncan. Okay, something about Michael Scott. The first name could be Arnie, first name Michael, last name, any last names Duncan or Scott. Pay attention to those first and last names. Deborah and last name Lynch. Okay. I hate to say this, but any of these names could have had something to do with lynching somebody. Or they could be involved with lynching people, whether past, present, or future. Yeah, there's some cases that are going to be exposed about lynching. And these names that I may have said already. Something could have occurred with a case, and it could have occurred at the Marriott. Something, this could be past, present, or future. There is a case, and this case could involve somebody named Marquise, and it could have been at the Marriott in Times Square, New York. There's something that's going to be information you need to know in New York about a case. This case involves somebody named Marquise, something that happened at the Marriott at the Times Square. It's either past, present, or future. Something's going to be exposed about Virginia. Someone could have the name Virginia. First name John, last name Hopkins. Something about Michigan's going to come out. Something maybe what the person's name either starts with a John or an Ann. The name Reuben is here, Robert, last name Francis, something that we need to do research on humanity. The 17th century, okay? They want you to research something about poetry at this time. Something about the poetry in the 17th century is going to give us some information for humanity, for the 144,000. Something's being exposed about Social Security. People that have been making phone calls and scamming people on the phone pertaining to Social Security, all of you are going to be exposed. They know who you are. Somebody or some of these karmics, they could have something to do or be known as ISO, like ISO, something about this term. Something about the name Janet again. Something's going to be revealed, I'm telling you guys, about a lot of these names, I'm telling you. Something's going to come out about the Harvard University. I told you guys this in the beginning of the video. There's going to be a lot of factors, a lot of proof. Some of you, you're going to come into your romance. Something could have happened, about someone in romance in the Harvard University. French professors depart. Bad feelings, failed, personal feud. There was some type of personal feud that could have went on about a romance that could come out. Past, present, or future. And it has to do what I just said about the Harvard University. There was some type of romance, and this was the factor to something that happened. There was a feud, a death, a killing. Something went wrong about a romance between two people at the Harvard University. Something's gonna the first name could be Felipe or Roger. Social sciences. Something's gonna come out about the social sciences in Paris, France. Okay. Somebody could be known as Mr. Simon, or something about somebody named Simon's gonna come out. More shattered glass. It's like the universe is like there's more shattered glass. There's a lot more information that the world's going to have to find out about. The small number of women. So there's an issue that was going on. It's going on worldwide pertaining to women and leadership. This is a big problem with the battle going on between the dark and the light, and about men and women on this planet, because man has always tried to be in charge and make it look like the woman was supposed to fall underneath the man. No, it's going to come out. Women are the ones that have birth and bring all living beings to the planet. So everything was a lie. Everything's going to come out about the truth, and about women, that they're supposed to have power just as much, if not more than men. Okay. But this is a big issue on this planet that has caused a lot of death, controversy, problems worldwide since humanity was here. Something about an Ann Arbor could come out. She was like a woman that was, one of the first people that got to be a chancellor for a college, okay? For one of the colleges. And a lot of people liked her, okay? A lot of people had to resign. People could have got caught up because they were doing things, not hiring women, and people are going to have to resign. This could be past, present, or future, but a lot of people will have to resign from these colleges, these universities, because of a lot of bad things like this happening, about prejudice, about women being in charge, being leaders, being professors, presidents, whatever. Okay? And people were breaking policies in these universities and colleges, especially what I said about prejudice, racism, and about women leading. 1997, you need to find some research. Something about 1997, we need to know humanity. A lot of you could be getting a leadership position because you are one of the 144,000. You could be a chosen being. You could be making over $300,000. Women now, it says women now lead only 5 of the groups, remember? So it's only like so many institutions that women lead at. But now, it's starting to be more and more. Because like I said, it's been an issue since humanity, that's one of the things that man tried to trick humanity about. We have to find ways how to give, how we're going to give back to humanity. Each of us needs to know that. Of the 144,000, we need to be more charitable, giving to the nations. How we're going to support the future for all of us involved. I saw a drone. They were talking about a drone commercial as I was doing my notes. The other day, I've actually been hearing drones around my yard. Some of you need to be careful. People could be watching you with drones. It could be dark people or people of the light that are meant to help you. Either way, I know I have proof of drones being around my house and in my yard. I've heard them literally. And my dogs always bark when they're around. Okay, they've been in my yard. That was confirmation. When that commercial came out today, that was the confirmation from the universe. Yes, what you heard was a drone in your yard. You have to be careful because some of these drones, they're camouflage. You won't even know they were here. Okay, some of them, they make noise. Some of them could be silent. Everybody, again, you need to know your purpose, the 144,000. A lot of people, their stocks and bonds are going to benefit. Exposure about income tax deductions are going to be exposed regardless of your income and your bracket. Brokers at banks, trust officers are going to be exposed because people have been stealing money from people's banks. A lot of karmics, you're going to be deferred. Your benefits are going to stop. Be ready. A lot of stuff's going to be taken from you, karmics, especially benefits in the near future because of your karma. Something about a will, living trust, again, taking fraud, doing fraud, laws, brokers, again, something about people doing a lot of illegal Fed stuff. Attorneys, there's a lot of attorneys that are going to be exposed with this fraud, with people messing with people's with their will, living trust, beneficiaries. Someone changed their residence to receive benefits somewhere else, trying to act like somebody. Karmics were playing with people's life insurance. That's going to be coming out. Something about a Ronald Scars could come out. National health organizations are going to be exposed. Health organizations worldwide are going to be exposed. We need to better our health for all. Somebody was set up. That's what came out. And then donors for organs and blood exposure. So there's going to be exposures about organs, trafficking, and blood donors and the blood banks. There something about vampires being real. Something happened on September 4th, 2001 at the Hawthorne Suites in Cicero. That's a piece of information you may need in Cicero, Chicago, Illinois. September 4th, 2001, Hawthorne Suites. Something happened at the Hawthorne Suites in Cicero, Illinois. That could be pertaining to me. I used to go there, party there with friends. So any of my enemies, they could be trying to tell me something about the Hawthorne Suites and about people that were my enemies, or something that went down there pertaining to me or anybody, something I need to know about the Hawthorne Suites. Okay? So that's what I have for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I hope that helped you all. I'll see you later.